Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, January 20th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Boy, I'll tell you, this week was rough. Busy week for me, and I, for one, am glad for the weekend. Well, there is a bunch of news, and we do have canines and Crosstrek, so let's get right into it, shall we? Yesterday, Governor Wes Moore said that today he'd get down to business, and boy, did he. Governor Hogan had sequestered about $69 million worth of funding, and Governor Moore just released it, saying that he views the General Assembly as partners. $46 million of it is related to the legalization of cannabis, about $9 million going to climate change, $3.5 million to prop up the Abortion Care Act to secure abortion access and training here in Maryland. He also signed 2 executive orders, one laying out the type of behavior he expects from state employees, and the other creating a new department. It's the Department of Service and Civic Innovation, complete with the Secretary of Service. This will be a cabinet-level department that runs that year of service he spoke about in his inaugural remarks. He certainly did hit that ground running. Another thing Governor Moore needs to look at is Hogan's recommendation for a pilot program for schools across the state for an AI software program that detects guns. The software is called Zero Eyes, and it was developed by a bunch of Navy SEALs and can detect a gun once it is displayed. Now, we dropped a podcast at noon yesterday with Kieran Carroll from Zero Eyes, and the program is really pretty awesome. And he tossed out some staggering facts to me as well. You want to give that a listen, and please share it with any parent that you know. Put some political pressure on these people to get this adopted. Speaking of pressure, Superintendent Bedell will be meeting with the community at Severna Park High on Monday evening to discuss acceptance and inclusion in the wake of that horrible video that was widely circulated. He's going to make some brief comments and then divide up into 3 groups to discuss the public perception of inclusion, the personal perception of inclusion, and how to repair the deficits. The event is 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., and I'll tell you, if I were Dr. Bedell, I'd get a transcript of that video and sit that student down in front of me and the parents of the victim and ask him to read it to my face, word for word. And then I'd give him directions on how to report to the Phoenix Academy, where he's going to finish out his high school career. The Homeowners Expo is coming back on February 25th and 26th at the Byzantium Center on Riva Road. More than 80 companies will be there to help you out with your winter or spring projects in and around your home. Matt Blaishaw, the host of several shows on DIY and HGTV, will be on hand along with a local home inspector telling new homeowners what they need to know and look for to prevent costly repairs down the line. TheHomeownersExpo.com is where you want to go. And as I mentioned, we are back with our weekly Canines and Crosstreks. The SPCA has the canines and Subaru has the Crosstreks, and every Friday we get to play with an adoptable pup. And at noon, you want to check out eyeonannapolis.net for the irresistible photos and information on how you can give that pup their forever home. Do you have some room in your heart and home for a loyal companion? Be sure to hang out and check out our segment with Molly, the cutest little Chihuahua. And I don't say that too lightly. And as we wrap up, do me a favor, sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It does go out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m. You can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks, as always. Here are some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, as long as I get it edited, will be Roman and the Maryland Curiosity Lab and Acton Academy, a new school coming to the Broad Neck area. All right, now it is time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every single day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Scout and Molly's, and Alpha Engineering. It's Friday and the weekend is here. So now it's just time to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find, and Billy from Annapolis Subaru, Kelly from the SPCA, Molly from the SPCA, and yours truly are coming up with Canines and Crosstreks. All that in just a bit, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, January 20th. Yesterday was a blah, rainy day as expected, though it did stay a few degrees cooler than expected, and it'll feel chilly out the next couple of days with gusty winds in place before more rain moves into the region Sunday. Look for mostly cloudy skies today with highs in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees, but watch for winds gusting over 30 miles per hour at times, and winds will stay breezy all the way through Saturday, with sunny highs Saturday in the mid or upper 40s as winds gust over 20 miles per hour before more clouds and rain in the PM hours Sunday with highs 45 to 50 degrees. As for next week, it'll be mostly sunny Monday and Tuesday with highs in the upper 40s each day ahead of low to mid 50s Wednesday with yet another batch of wintertime rain for the region. So keep the pullovers and umbrellas handy as you get out and about over the next several days. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. Don't forget, follow DCMD VA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMD VA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, we're back here for Canines and Crosstreks at the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Billy and Kelly. It's the Billy and Kelly Show. But actually, the star of the show today is Molly, who is a cute little chihuahua.
Oh, she sure is.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
There you go. Keep going, Billy.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you know?
That's all I know. You know all about Molly. You've been hanging out with her for the past
Molly
20 minutes.
is a sweet little chihuahua, as you can see, and she's 1 year and 2 months old. We kind of say she loves the one she's with because she's a little standoffish at the beginning, but then as you can see, I haven't known her that long.
She warms up nicely.
Yes, she has. We did notice that while she's here at the shelter, she seems to take more to the women than the men, but
Okay.
obviously like a patient, man she took to you guys too. I mean, you guys were able to pet her.
I think she likes me.
I think she loves you. I think you should adopt her.
Stop it.
But she is fabulous, and I can say, like, she came from a home that was all women, so that could have been it. And she's young, and she's wanting
She's
this
very
treat.
chill.
She is. She's very chill, and she loves to play with her toys. We are recommending that she goes home as the only dog or with another dog that may not be dominant. She does garter toys, and I think she wants to be the princess at home. And we're thinking for kids 13 and up because she's a Chihuahua. They can get.
Not bad. How long has she been here?
She has. She got adopted, and then she did get returned.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunately, I know. So that's why we're hoping we can find a really nice forever home and somebody who understands a Chihuahua.
You know, it's funny. When I'm coming in the driveway, I noticed all your volunteers out walking out there. So, I mean, you guys like live and breathe. And
They're all wearing these sweet volunteer vests.
Like your vest that you got on, SPCA volunteer.
Kelly, I must say that since I've been wearing this vest like every day, people have been so nice to me.
They're nice because they know what you do for us.
Yeah,
that's fabulous.
Like they come into the dealership and they're like, you know, this, that, and the other, and then they see the vest and they're like, oh my gosh, you volunteer at the SPCA? It's like their world just lights up.
You're a superstar.
Yeah, it's the vest.
That's exactly.
It's literally the vest.
It's the vest, and I think that's why. God, you know, we've gotten more donations. I think it's because Billy's wearing the vest.
Yeah, everyone's like, "What's your affiliation?" Oh, I'm a volunteer. But so here's my next question, though: is if you decide or you're able to foster pets.
What's involved in fostering? I mean, is that for overflow?
Fostering is it's a temporary home for the, you know, a dog or a cat or guinea pig or rabbit or whatever. It's actually always helpful for us because it's usually an animal that's stressed or needs medical attention, has special needs. It could be too young to be in a shelter, or maybe a senior dog, or they're just not sheltering well. Because you have to imagine, you know, some of these animals were on a sofa and in their, you know, at their home this morning, and now they're here at the shelter. And some animals do better than others with the sheltering.
What sort of qualifications do you guys look for in foster parents of your animals?
Well, we look for obviously a good, loving person that will provide a nice, cozy home. It just depends on the animal and whether or not they should be going home with the other animals. You know, you can have animals at home and pets. It just depends if they're cat friendly, dog friendly. Some may be seniors and we just want them to be in a nice, quiet place. Some others may just need to recoup from a medical procedure, or they're just not sheltering well. They're scared. Or, of course, you know, just socialization. It's super helpful for us because when they get fostered, we're able to get updates from the fosters, and they can tell us how they actually behave at home and
with
what
the kids.
once they calm down and they're away from here. Because sometimes the environment here just changes them in a good way or a bad way. It doesn't cost anything to foster because we do supply, you know, the food and the meds and supplies or anything that you may need.
Love.
I think there's an emotional cost only because it's really hard to part with them.
How long do they foster for?
As long as they need. I mean, it could be just a few days to recoup. You know, we don't want them in a shelter environment because they had a procedure, or sometimes dogs have been there. If they're seniors, we have a hospice program. And what that represents is the senior dogs or cats that just shouldn't be in the shelter to start with.
Can you foster like hamsters and stuff? Or is it just dogs and cats?
No, you can. Are you thinking about fostering a guinea pig or a hamster?
I mean,
Billy?
maybe, you know, just like
trick.
dip my toe in the water.
That's
like
right.
Get my feet wet a little bit.
Or a bunny, a little rabbit. You know, this is the year of the rabbit.
Yeah.
For the Chinese New Year. So.
And aren't you dressing up as one of the dragons?
Kelly's the Easter Bunny this year.
Or the lion dance that's going to be on Sunday at Paws at the Mall.
This Sunday, right?
It's this Sunday. We are celebrating the Chinese New Year, and it's going to be from 1 to 3 o'clock. And right in front of Paws is going to be the dance. And we're going to have all kinds of crafts. You can make fortune cookies out of the paper. And
that will be fun there. So what's new here at the SPCA? Anything new?
Everything is, it looks like everything is under roof. So that's a big deal. And they just started putting on the electric in the lower level.
Construction's fun.
It's a lot of fun. How's yours going?
It's going well. It's going well. I think we're like in the same Same time.
We're in the same frame,
process.
but I think
I'm gonna get done a little quicker.
You're going to be finishing in March, end of March, right?
Yeah, probably end of March.
Fabulous.
Early April.
And that was a new maintenance line?
It's a new service drive. So because of our growth over the past 10 years, we've needed to expand our service lane and have our just give our customers an easier way to drop their vehicles off to get their maintenance done. So
I was in the parking lot the other day and I saw that. Is it the hybrid or the electric?
The Solterra. That's
oh
the
my
all,
gosh,
the
that
all
is
electric.
very cool looking.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
How's that going? So
it's going good. It's going good. We've only had a couple. Subaru just launched it a few months ago, so it's their first venture into the all electric world.
Did you have that one at Bands in the Sand?
We did. Yes, we did. We had it at Bands in the Sand.
In the front.
Right.
It wasn't for sale yet.
No, that was just that was like a pre-production unit. We also have one that you're able to come and test drive if interested. But yeah, they're great. And if you're just putting around town or you do a lot of short trips and
even better.
Well, if you want to adopt Molly, she's tired, wants to take a nap.
I think we're boring her now.
Probably.
Look at her.
She's like, what are you guys talking about? More treats.
You can see pictures. We'll have some photos up for her on Friday, but you want to go to aacspca.org. And Molly she's such a cutie. She would be a perfect companion for somebody at home.
And if you want to foster, you visit our website and then you can just fill out a foster application there.
Well, if you are looking for a Subaru, a Crosstrek, or Solterra.
So cool looking.
That's cool. AnnapolisSubaru.com. Yep. And you want to talk to Billy, and he'll hook you up with it. And I can't wait to see who our next guest will be. But Molly is looking absolutely cute. I'm going to get some more pictures of her outside, I think, with her ears up now. And she's all curious and everything. I was like, what are you doing? So AASPCA.org and AnnapolisSubaru.com. Thank you guys both very much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.